What's happening, everybody? I'm going to let a couple of you join, but I've got to get this off my chest. I've had this conversation with a bunch of my team members today, and I got to get this off my chest. Oh, wow, look at all the hearts. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are so sweet. I haven't said anything yet, but cool. Let's talk about being intentional and being real, because I'm about to lose my mind with salesy graphics on Facebook, and this goes for any network marketing business. When you literally spam, hello from Kansas City, when you spam your news feed, Twitter feed, Instagram feed full of salesy graphics, this is what happens. See my finger? That's what people do. They're going to scroll right on past you. So, let's talk about being intentional, because salesy graphics are not intentional. There's a time and a place. Hello, hello. Okay, I'll say hello for a second. Hello, Texas, Ohio. Hello, hello. Hi, Abby. Love you, long time. Abby's on my team. Known her since we were little. Hello from Indiana and Arkansas. Woo, you guys. This is exciting. We're like all over the place today. Pennsylvania, what? Colorado. Hello, Montana, Louisiana, California. Yay, so many people on right now. Cool. I'm focusing. Salesy graphics, what does that mean, Emily? That means... unfortunately, it's a lot of the approved graphics that go through compliance of everybody's companies with cartoons, that are blurry. Testimonies are not graphics. Someone's personal testimony is real life, and that's being intentional. If you know someone's suffering from PCOS or suffering from Crohn's disease on your Facebook, that's what you need to do. You need to post that and say, this testimony is incredible and I want you guys to read it. Leave it at that. Do not post your link. Do not try to sell them with a testimony. You're sharing someone's story, and that's it. That's what you do. When you post your link with someone else's testimony, I find that incredibly insulting, because you're taking away from that person's life-changing story. And it's not about you. It's about them and how Plexus products have helped them, or whatever your company is, how those products have helped that person. So, be intentional. Be intentional, and when you're going to post something, nobody wants to see a cartoon. It's the same thing when a commercial comes on TV that drives you crazy. Poquito español, sorry, can't do the whole broadcast in Spanish because Mama doesn't know that much. But when you're posting salesy graphics or cartoons or blurry images that no one can read, it's super frustrating, because your audience is like, oh my gosh, like, what is this girl, what is this guy doing? Yes, thank you for saying that. When someone shares a testimony publicly, guess what? You can share it. Do not ask that ambassador, do not ask that person, can I share this? Can I steal this? Oh, I'm stealing. Again, that's kind of insulting to the testimony. You're sharing it, and it takes away from that person and their journey, and it makes it look salesy. It makes it look salesy. It makes it so impersonal and just like an ad, and that's not what we want. We share Plexus. We are not salespeople. That's the number one thing I love about network marketing, is you don't have to sell anything. You talk about your personal experience, you use your products consistently, and you become a product of the product, and you don't have to post silly graphics on Facebook or social media or whatever, because people don't want to hear that. They don't want to see it, and like I said, they're just going to scroll right past you. I call it Plexus Vomit, because that's the company I work for, and I absolutely love it. But when an ambassador kind of goes crazy and is posting 5 times a day, their audience is going to get overwhelmed. So that's not something that I suggest. Lori Ward Harrison has an excellent training on this, where she says you got to mix it up. You got to talk about yourself. If I go to your Facebook and every single thing is about Plexus, I don't know anything about you, except you probably work for Plexus. I don't know your favorite color. I don't know if you have kids. I don't even know if you're married. So it's important that we share about our daily personal lives, because when we don't, people get bombarded. I post a bazillion times a day, but one post about Plexus, maybe 2, usually first thing when I wake up, and then again right before bedtime, because there's peak hours on social media. When you get on, this video will save and I'll upload it to YouTube if y'all want to share it. So just so you know, it'll be on YouTube later. When you get on Facebook, there are peak hours. Vincent Orlek, our social media guy, he has talked about this before. There's people on Facebook or social media, whatever outlet you're using, in the mornings, because people are getting ready for work or headed to work. They're usually sitting at a red light in traffic. Unfortunately, they're on their phones while they're driving, but they do. And then again, after dinner time, they are on, and that's when they're posting all the time. So those 2 key hours in the morning and then again at night after dinner, or think about it. When The Bachelor's on or Bachelorette is on, think about all the posts that you see on your Facebook. Hashtag The Bachelorette. That's something that's trending. So it's super, super important to post your Plexus post and use a trending hashtag so that people can see it. I don't post too much, but I haven't been able to stop puking Plexus when I talk to people. Yeah, getting excited about Plexus is completely normal, but when you puke Plexus on people, it's a huge turnoff. So ask the right questions or stop posting and listen. Listening is such a huge thing. If you want to be a leader in a company like Plexus, you got to listen. That's just part of being in a leadership position. You have to listen to your team. You have to listen to you have to listen to what they're asking and what they're posting about. I mean, you're kind of reading, not listening, but if you see someone in your newsfeed talking about how tired they are, or maybe every time it's Monday and they're going to work and they do not like sitting in traffic or their job, that's someone you should probably reach out to. If you check my other video that I uploaded onto YouTube from Periscope the other day, I talk about that. You have your 3 networking. You have networking, health, and wealth. Put them in those 3 categories, and those are the people that you reach out to. Someone just asked a question, and I missed it. It faded too fast. Something about strangers. But yeah, I had to get that off my mind. We got to be intentional. Oh, she did? I love Sarah Robbins. That's good. We have to be intentional and vulnerable. When you are vulnerable, you're putting yourself out there. Y'all know I like to keep it real. If you follow me on Facebook, you know, like, that's my thing. I talk about my husband, how hot he is all the time. I talk about that's how babies are made. I talk about being a mom. Sterling's having snack time. And I keep it real. If my kid toots in my face, I talk about it because that's what babies do, and that's part of being a mom. So yes, got mind on my money, money on my mind. So, do I have graphics on my car? I do not. I am a Sapphire Ambassador, so I do have a Plexus Lexus. My plates say Plexus on them, but that's it. And then the Plexus Worldwide that they give you in your branding kit. But other than that, I have no website, no graphics, no nothing. Do they work for some people? Absolutely. I personally just don't use them. When you drive a Plexus Lexus, yeah, you really don't need one. It kind of is a conversation starter all in itself. How do you start a conversation with a stranger? Chris McCall just did a live broadcast on this. You approach them and, oh goodness. Hold on, Sterling. Okay, he's good. He just swallowed too much water. Hello, everybody. Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks for the hearts. When you approach a stranger, I mean, it's simple. You don't have to make it hard. You don't have to be awkward. He's okay, I promise. All you got to do is say, hey, if someone had a life-changing health product that could benefit you in any way with your health, wouldn't you want to know about it? Chris McCall is super bold and hilarious, and he approaches people at Walmart all the time, especially when it comes to our probiotic. He's someone that I suggest you follow. So please follow me on Facebook. I'm not accepting any friend requests right now just because I'm trying to keep them open for my non-Plexus people and family members, but everything's public, so feel free to follow me. So yeah, talking to strangers is something Chris McCall talks about really, really well. I'm a big fat chicken in public. I've only probably talked to about 30 strangers, and I have no idea if they ordered from me because I always forget their names. It's totally terrible to admit, but I'm really bad about that. But I do have orders from people that I don't know, so maybe it was them. Thank you so much. I get it from my mom. She tells me to be real, so I take her advice. You guys, being a Plexus ambassador is not hard. It's actually really simple. It depends on our approach. Are you going to approach this business and be negative? Or are you going to be intentional with every single post, every single contact, and choose joy? You have to choose joy in the midst of being intentional, because when you don't, it shows and people see that you're not being positive. Anything by John Maxwell or Eric Worre? Do I follow up with the people? Yes. Anytime I get a customer order through my email, I save them as a contact in my phone and I email them. I set reminders in my calendar and I check in. Sometimes they don't reply, but I mean, sometimes it takes like 12 contacts, you know, according to statistics, it's the 12th contact when people actually answer. I don't accept any friend requests from my Plexus people. That's why I have the follow option, just because there's like a bazillion of y'all, and I really want to keep my friend requests open for my team, my family, and then my non-Plexus people, like people I went to high school with in college and like that. Sorry, but you can follow me and you will see everything I post, I promise. Thank you guys for the hearts. Y'all are just awesome. Y'all are so lovey today. But yeah, so that's something I needed to get off my mind. No more salesy graphics, you guys. Post a selfie with your pink drink. Make a why video. Use hashtags. Post something that your Facebook audience is trying to tell you. Really, really, you know, divulge and look and see what they're posting about. Because when you don't, holy moly, all I see is cartoons and I'm like, here we go again. And that's something that I was like super guilty when I first joined because I didn't know, but now I get it. I work 9 to 5. Do you only follow up with emails? The fortune is in the follow-up, so I kind of do a little bit of everything. I post on their wall, I post a Facebook message, or I email a little bit of after. Would have to call after hours. How do you plan your follow-ups with customers? Well, I like follow-up Fridays. It's easy to remember, so every Friday, follow up. If they ordered like in the middle of the week, then I'll try to do like a week later. Hey, just making sure you received your Plexus products. 2 weeks after that, hey, let me know how you're feeling. Did you start with ProBio 5 first? That's what I recommend. Keep it casual. You don't have to bombard them, but just make sure they're being consistent. Ginger Loki, I don't know how to say her last name. She's incredible. She has taken her products every single day over 400 days and has tremendous success. And I love how she's honest and that she is consistent. So that's something you need to include. Yes, baby. About to wrap this up because she's done with the snack. But you guys are awesome. Again, follow me on Facebook. Give me some more topics to talk about. This one was just on my mind and I had to share it. So no more salesy graphics. Promise me. Make a why video. I would love to see some more why videos trending. And the hashtag #WhyIPlexus. Because people need to know why we love it so much. And that's personable and that's real. And I promise videos, they're scary at first. Put on some makeup, brush your hair, put on a hat, and who cares if you look like this? But remember, you are representing Plexus as a business, and you gotta post real, vulnerable things. So, thank you guys for being on this Periscope with me. Thanks for all the hearts. Yes, #WhyPlexus. Is that Dave? It is David. That's super important, and use it. Make your stuff public if you really want to reach out. If you're not comfortable with making it public, then just speak to your personal Facebook audience, and if your potentials are okay with being tagged, tag them. Love you guys. I will be back on later today. I'm like super addicted to Periscope now, so stay tuned for more. Again, thanks for all the love.